Hey there, and welcome back to Cosmic Crypto. In this video, we're going to be talking about Ravencoin RVN. Let's go. Okay, welcome back to the channel. Hey, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, go down below, hit that subscribe button. While you're down there, if you can tap the like button, I would really appreciate it. Ravencoin on the weekly time frame. Okay, so we've got some good and bad news, I guess. I mean, bad news is look at the right over here. Everything's in the red right now. We're getting a very large retracement. Well, I guess it's not too large. We got 5%, 6%, 2%. Where's Bitcoin at right now? Holding on to 24,000, hopefully. So I do believe this week is going to be very large for crypto. We're going to see what direction we're heading in the next couple of weeks, I think. And Ravencoin's going to follow the pack. So good news here for Ravencoin is we did get our RSI going above the 50 line, the retrace back to tap the 50 line again. And then we started to get continuation, but with everything else just kind of going in the red, you know, Ravencoin stopped out as well. The Cypher B here has broken above the 0 line, which is a good sign. I mean, I was kind of hoping for something like this, break above the 0 line. And actually, if you look at that, when we did break above the 0 line over here, it took, let's see, there's the break, the very next week. So when we did break above the 0 line on the Cypher B here and get the retest over here, it was the very next week that we had the massive run up for Ravencoin. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but it is a thought. Another good thing here for Ravencoin is I have this fib here from the top and down to the bottom, and we had been fighting and fighting and fighting with this 382 fib for a retracement. Well, last week we broke above it, and now we're coming down. We've retested it, and as long as we can hold above the 031 area, that means that we are, and that's on the weekly time frame, so there's still 4 days, 17 hours to go. This could, you know, we could have a big crash down, come back up, and still hold above the 382 here on a weekly time frame. So it doesn't mean there's not a chance we go further down. It just means that we're really hoping to hold this 031 by the end of the week here, so that we can get this candle above it. Because you can see we had 1, 2, 3, 4 attempts, and then the 5th attempt we finally broke above it on the weekly time frame. So it took an entire month to get above that 382, and now we're holding it as support. So that's a good sign. And again, like I said, our RSI looks great. We're above the 0 line on the Cypher B. Let's go down to the daily time frame, which is not looking as good. So this is where it gets kind of not a very nice looking chart here. So we had our trend line going right here. So you can see that we held this trend line, went up, came down, tapped it, went up again, went sideways, came down, hit it again, broke down beneath it. But during that breakdown, if I go down to the 12-hour, you can see that we had a falling wedge form. We broke up from that falling wedge. We hit our price target for that falling wedge. We went above our price target, actually, for that falling wedge. And we came all the way up to the 0.348 level, which is fantastic. But actually, this trend line here is kind of not good. I'm doing body to body here. And if we continue on with that, you can actually see that, I mean, you can make it play out to where we did tap that, get rejected. I just don't really like this trend line. It's just what I've been playing with. Anyway, on the 12-hour, it does look like we're about to get a red dot on the Cypher B, and we are starting to go down on the RSI, and the RSI did not get to the overbought area like we did over here. So we got overbought. Let me zoom over here. We got overbought over here. Then when we finally came back down below to retest that 50 area, we still had a nice push to the upside right here. And you can see that the bearish divergence was playing out there where we got the higher highs and then the lower highs on the RSI here. And then we just went sideways, which was a good thing, because if you get that bearish divergence, going sideways is bullish because that means you're not falling. So that is good. And then finally, we got above that 382, which is here at the 031 area. And we are now, again, holding this trend line as I speak. So, you know, again, like I said, we could have a big fall down here, and as long as the weekly candle can get above that 031, I think we're okay. Which, if we did do that, that means that this 12-hour, if we got a red dot here, we'll get a nice reset, something similar to over here, or even, you know, something like this, where we get the red dot, we come back down, we get the green dot down here, and then we get another move to the upside. I'd like to see the move a little bit larger than all these moves here. These have been kind of weak. The volume's been steady. Nothing really heavy going on here. We did have some nice volume back here to get this pump. But other than that, the volume's just been kind of steady. It's going lower, but not by a whole lot, so it's not too worrisome. But again, like I said, I think this week is going to be very big for all crypto, really. I'm going to get rid of this falling wedge here and just see if I can see any kind of patterns playing out. Now, we did have this. I do have this. Let me change this to like a white line so we can see it better. I've got this as a support line here, and actually, if this top line did play out like that, I mean, we are in a broadening wedge, and actually, I mean, it looks pretty good. The broadening wedge, we came all the way back up to the top here, created a new high, a higher high, tapped the top line of that broadening wedge. So what I'd be looking at right here is the fib from the bottom of this wedge to the top. And we did fall below the 236, so there's a very good chance we go down to the 0318 area, which is around the 382 fib. But I could totally see this thing coming all the way back down to the 618, which is around the 0298 area, because there's some resistance right here that we could be retesting. And then, I mean, really, we could go all the way back down to that 786. And at that point, maybe this 200 EMA will get up there. We get a wick down and hold a body candle above that 786 there. Something, I don't know. This is just something I'm playing with here. But I would like to see these fib levels hold. And if these fib levels can hold, preferably at the 618, even more bullish at the 382, I guess I would take the 786 at the 0285 area, but wouldn't like to see it go down there. But if we even came down, I mean, get to that 618, then we can continue on to the upside. And this is a bullish pattern, the way it's been playing out anyway. So that's pretty much all I got for Ravencoin. Quick update. It's really a coin toss right now, really, because we're going sideways. We got a pattern kind of playing out, but the market's all red. I think it looks like the market's just waiting on something to happen. So hopefully it's bullish, but we'll just have to wait and see. Oh, and I guess right now I can also see that there is possible, I guess it's kind of like a rising wedge here, sort of. And if that were to play out, then yeah, coming down to the 786 would be the play I'd be looking for that. But anyway, that's all I got for Ravencoin. Yeah, if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, share with your friends, and I will talk to you later.